Okay, the Dragon Age Veilguard just dropped its release date trailer along with a few other little tidbits in a trailer. So we're going to dip into it, we're going to watch it, give a reaction, and then there's a few other little things to show you. But for now, let's jump in with Dragon Age The Veilguard, the release date trailer. So we know it's going to be an 18. And here we go, let's see what they got.
You have no idea what you have done.
Custom camera footage.
Elven gods walk free, all because you disrupted my ritual.
Okay, so this takes place after the first trailer.
They will not rest until you are on your knees.
And we have Morrigan's voice, okay, so she's back.
Cowering. Helpless in the face of such power.
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. You're
Good old Varric.
adaptable. And you don't know when to quit.
The dragon looks cool.
You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look.
Where do we start? I'll be damned. A griffin.
Hey,
Or victory.
there's our warden and Asan, the griffin. That must be Lucanus.
I'm ready.
I've never seen this before. There's something kind of exciting about it.
And Darkspawn, awesome, okay.
What is happening to me?
Let the fade draw close.
Draw the dragon out into the open. Then attack.
You and me, Rook. Maybe that's what scares me.
These are the times in which legends are born,
Oh, and there's Morrigan.
slain.
Our gods are back. Our gods. How do we stand against that?
I believe in all of us. So let's get it done.
Okay, that little combo was pretty cool. Okay, so we've got a bunch of dragon-like things at the end there. So release date of October 31st. Ooh, and the Blood Dragon cosmetic armor. And obviously this was a armor set that you could pre-order to get in Dragon Age Origins. I think they also morphed it to Mass Effect 2, I think. Maybe even Dragon Age 2. So it's nice to see that's making a reappearance. So overall, I think let's get the first thing out of the way. That is a much better trailer than the first trailer. Whoever decided to release that first character trailer over this is an idiot. This is a way better looking trailer. And there's a lot we can kind of take from it. For example, we obviously hear Morrigan and we see her. But as we're going through, there's a few other little tidbits. This gives me Baldur's Gate vibes for some reason with the Mind Flare. I know it's not similar, but yeah, we got obviously a bunch of dragons.
You've got this.
Let's just turn it down a tiny bit.
I've seen your work.
So I predicted that Varric was going to die in the ritual with Solus, and it looks like he survives, so it looks like I'm wrong on that point. The problem is I can't get over the graphics. That's what's really hindering me here, is the graphics look really rough, and I think the key point for me that shows that is here. This doesn't look like a gritty RPG. This kind of gives me like League of Legends, Pixar, Disney, Infinity type of vibes, which is a real shame because I really want to like this game and I love Dragon Age, but the graphics are just totally throwing me off. Luckily though, what we do get to see is, for some reason Lucanus has these wings that come out of his back. And I believe he is an Antivan Crow, so I'm interested to see how they come in. And one little tidbit here, which I think will help reassure a lot of people, is that's pretty graphic, seeing them get like Mortal Kombat skewered. So that's this bit here. That's the dark grittiness we want from a Dragon Age game, so that's cool to see.
I've never seen
And there's a few more little tidbits. Obviously we see the Darkspawn, and this shows us Lace Hardin developing her mage abilities that we knew were going to happen. That's been on the wiki since the first reveal. So I'm guessing over the course of the game her magic develops instead of just being hit into one big swoop.
then attack.
The next little tip I want to point up,
Maybe that's what scares me.
we get a little hint of the romances you'll get in the game, so that's quite nice. And then we see Morrigan, of course. And it looks like they're sort of morphed Morrigan and Flemeth styles together. We've got like the Flemeth-esque crown, or Minthara, however you want to describe it. But again, this just looks so different to the Morrigan we know. And obviously Inquisition Morrigan and Origins Morrigan look very, very different. But it's too clean, it's too stylized, cartoony. That's what's really holding me back from liking this game. Otherwise, the action looks amazing. Like, it's got the blood and the gore that you want from a game. It's got the magic, the dragons. I'm interested to see who the red mage is that was there, as well as the mage that they saw, or not the mage, him. When I first saw this, it kind of looked like Cullen for some reason. Now, I'm going to assume it's not Cullen. I think it's probably safe to guess that isn't him. But that was my first thought, was it just looks like Cullen for some reason. But I'm guessing they're probably in the same faction as the red mage we see Rook fighting against.
All of us. So let's get it done.
But this animation is awesome. That looks so good. And it's coming October 31st. So overall, the trailer looks amazing. It is kind of holding me back though, the idea of it, the graphics, I can't go over that personally. But there are a few little things I want to show you, and we'll start with this. On the Bioware store, you can actually purchase Dragon Age The Veilguard Rook's Coffer. Now, obviously, being in the UK, this is in the English price. And you get a bunch of stuff with it. You get a nice little light-up lyrium dagger, which is pretty cool. Get companion Lintho prints, you get Rook's deck, a potion flask, a Thedas map with a quiver tube, an enchanted dice, and I believe it's about $150 in the States, but does not contain the game, so bear that in mind. If you do decide you want this, you are going to then have to fork out another $70 for the game. I would also like to point out that over here in the UK, for some reason, if you want to buy the console version, it's £70, which is the same as the dollar price, which means we actually pay a little bit more. Or you can get it on Steam for £50. So if you're a console player like me, we're kind of being shafted. I hope that gets fixed at some point. It probably won't though, because it's EA and they want to fuck us, but that's okay. But that was my reaction to Dragon Age The Veilguard. Overall, it looks like a really good game. For me personally, a lot of things have been reassured, but the graphics, they haunt me. The graphics are what really bug me. Otherwise, the action looks really good, the voice acting seems good, the companions, some of them look a lot more interesting than others. We're going to have a few companion trailers coming up in the next few days, so we'll get to see more about them. Overall, it looks like a really good RPG game. Hopefully, it's a good Dragon Age game. But my one big takeaway is the graphics are still, they're stuck on me. Hopefully, my other big concern was the combat, because it looked very different. Hopefully, next week's combat trailer will reassure some of that as well, but we won't know until then. So if you've enjoyed, please drop the episode a like, it helps me amazingly. If you're new and you're a big Dragon Age fan, you want to see more Dragon Age content, subscribe to the channel, that helps me out too. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.